Hello everyone, this is Pablo with Crafties 915, and today I want to show you how to correct heat transfer vinyl mistakes. I don't care if you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, we all make mistakes. And so in order to correct small heat transfer vinyl mistakes, we're going to make the use of one of these, a Cricut Mini Press. So if you want to learn how to correct heat transfer vinyl mistakes using a Cricut Mini Press, stick around. Okay, and so I have this shirt that I made for a friend of mine, and it's got this mistake right here. I got the wrong text in there, and so I'm going to take the whole thing. As you can see, I've already started removing some of the text, but I'm going to show you how to remove this text using the Cricut Mini Press. So first, I'm going to take my Cricut Mini Press and I'm going to attach it to a sturdy surface. I've got a 2.5 inch clamp, or maybe it's a 3 inch. No, it's a 2 inch clamp. I've got a 2 inch clamp. It's too small for my wooden tabletop, so I'm attaching it to my cap press, to the base of my cap press. And so I'm going to fasten this just sturdy enough so that it doesn't move around. I don't want to break the plastic housing on it. Just sturdy enough so that it holds in place. And then I will connect it to my outlet. Now your mini press has 3 heat settings, and it has, let me show you, it has these 3 heat settings indicated by these lines. So the first heat setting is a low heat setting, is about maybe about 200 to 220 degrees. This one is up to about 300 degrees, and this is about 385 degrees. So I'm going to use the high heat setting. Now, when it's hot enough, when it reaches temperature, these will turn green and you're ready to use. I'm going to turn it off while I reattach it. Okay, so I'm going to set it to the highest heat setting. And when it turns green, it'll be ready for me to use. It'll take a couple of minutes because the surface area is very small. If it was a larger heat press like the cap press or my regular 16x20 heat press, it would take a while. But this being a small surface, it's going to take a couple of minutes, maybe even less. And while we're waiting, we'll pause it and we'll come back. Okay, so it's ready. You heard the little beep. Now we're going to use either your tweezers with a pointy end, your tweezers with a rounded end, or a weeding tool with a rounded end, or a regular reading tool with a pointy end. Whatever you have available. I prefer to use my tweezers with the round end, and because the size of this lettering, the size of these mistakes is not that big, but not that small. If it were very small, then I would use my tweezers with a pointy end. And so what you're going to do is you're going to place the area that you want to lift off without using any chemicals. We're doing this without using any chemicals. You want to place the area that you want to lift off directly above the mini press. And you will notice a change in the vinyl as it starts to wrinkle. And you have activated the adhesive on the vinyl and makes it easy to remove. Okay, here we go. So we're done with that. Let's go on to the next one. And there we go. We have removed the mistake and we are ready to correct it and press the right text on our shirt. Okay, so we have our shirt. Now, don't worry about this residue, this glue residue that you left there. With the press and with the second press that you're going to do, that mistake is going to be erased. So, don't worry about that residue. Use your non-stick parchment paper and let's pre-press for about 5 seconds, and that's to take the moisture out of the garment. Applying firm pressure. That one was a little bit too firm, a little bit heavy. So firm pressure, if you got one of these digital heat presses that has the bars on them, firm pressure, you're looking at about 5 to 6. And so if you notice, we have like the image of that adhesive transferred onto the parchment paper. And so that's okay. I mean, we're placing our new text on top of that. And let's do our full cycle of 15 seconds. Remember that Easyweed is applied at 305 degrees for 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. I like to do 15 seconds. And we take off the backing. And I always like to do a repress, a second press, without the backing. And that will really set that vinyl onto the fibers of the shirt. And there we go. We have our shirt fixed with the right text and ready to deliver. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick video on how to use a Cricut Mini Press to fix heat transfer vinyl mistakes. Now, if I would have done the mistake of putting the wrong transfer onto this shirt, I would just cut my losses and throw away the shirt. Okay, because mistakes that big, they're not very easy to fix. But when it's something small, you can easily fix it, you know, using the method that I just showed you in this video. Okay, so, you know, don't try to salvage a $3 shirt, you know, by, you know, removing a whole transfer, you know, from it. It's going to leave too much glue residue, and you know, whatever you apply on top of that, it's not going to look as good. And so, you know, for something like that big, just go ahead and toss it out the window, cut your losses. Don't waste your time trying to fix a big mistake. However, small mistakes, say for example that you forgot to weed out, you know, a space, you know, from the inside of a letter or something like that, you can use this method, and it'll, you know, fix, you know, very easily. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, give us a like, share the videos with other crafters, and, you know, your subscription goes a long way. Thank you for helping us grow this channel, and happy crafting.